shock in the first 5 seconds. Was that smile a mask? When Whitney Houston took the stage, everyone was mesmerized. But when the curtain closed, that smile would fade. There was one phrase her inner circle would repeat. Whitney lived on stage. When the show ended, she struggled to survive. This was no exaggeration. It was the summary of years of emotional collapse. The golden cage, the price of the perfect girl image. Whitney was forced to be perfect from childhood. Her mother, Sissy Houston, was a gospel legend. Everyone told little Whitney, singing in church, the same thing. God gave you this voice. Don't make a mistake. When Hollywood discovered that voice, Whitney was no longer a person, but a project. Clean image, scandal-free career, the Princess of America label. But beneath that label was a woman who couldn't breathe. The name no one wants to mention, Bobby Brown. The media sold their relationship as a passionate love affair. In reality, it was a vortex where two broken souls dragged each other down further. Years later, one of Whitney's close friends said, Bobby wasn't her first drug, but he was the most destructive. Allegations of violence, constant fights, police reports, broken items in hotel rooms, and in the middle of it all, an icon growing more isolated. Silent screams. When did the addiction really begin? Hollywood peddled this lie for a long time. Whitney lost control. The truth was more complex. Whitney was tired of living under control. Drugs weren't entertainment for her. They were an escape. Sleepless nights, pre-performance panic attacks, the fear of not being good enough. This sentence whispered into a producer's ear says it all. Her voice was still a miracle, but her spirit was already exhausted. Collapses on stage, a legend shattered, while the world watched. When Whitney took the stage in the mid-2000s, people were shocked. Her voice was still powerful, but her body and mind weren't there. Missed notes, canceled concerts, empty stares captured on camera. The media was ruthless. The headlines read, Whitney is finished. The former star is no more. No one asked, who brought this woman here? Motherhood and guilt. The shadow of Bobby Christina. This was Whitney's greatest fear. My daughter will suffer because of me. Years later, this fear turned into a horrific reality. After Whitney died, her daughter, Bobby Christina, suffering the same fate, became one of Hollywood's darkest ironies. The same addictions, the same loneliness, the same bathtub. Was it coincidence or intergenerational trauma? Final days. Silence in the hotel room. 2012. Beverly Hills. Grammy week. Everyone was having fun. Whitney was alone in her hotel room. According to witnesses, she was tired. She had lost weight. But she still said, I'll be back. And then silence. Whitney Houston was found dead in a hotel bathroom. Official reports spoke, but questions remained unanswered. Hollywood's hypocrisy. Love remembered after death. When Whitney died, everyone cried. Awards ceremonies were held. Tributes were paid. But while she was alive, her cries for help were ignored. The only question was, is she making money? She was expected to work, not get better. As a journalist, I say this clearly. Whitney Houston was not killed by Hollywood, but she was not saved either. The real question, why did she never smile? Because, since childhood, she had to be perfect. She had to appear strong to be loved. Her weakness was not forgiven. Whitney Houston's tragedy is not just the fall of a star. It is proof of how the fame system shatters the human spirit. Whitney Houston's voice still lives on. But her story asks us, when we made her a legend, why did we forget to protect her as a human being? If this story shook you, surprised you, or saddened you, you are not alone. Hollywood has many more dark secrets yet to be told, and I will continue to tell them.